Hello and welcome. This is Melskunner, and we're back with some more Wargame Airland Battle, and it's the start of day 2, and we do have political power points to be able to deploy a number of things. We could do strike missions as we've done in the past, but we should have enough now to deploy, and as a matter of fact, it's glowing here. We can see that it's now day 2, so these units are now available. We can deploy a unit. We have 30 points. This unit here will cost me 30. The other units available right now are too expensive, so that's the only unit I can deploy. Normally speaking, there would also be a French airborne brigade that we would have a choice of, but because of the event I had with France and the choice that I made, I don't have them available right now. I don't know if they'll become available later or they're permanently lost for the rest of the campaign, but that would have been a unit that would have also cost me 30. Now, taking a look at this unit, it is going to be very infantry heavy, with the Royal Marines being the backbone of this unit. Pretty high value infantry as well, as you can see by that cost. Previous units, like for example this Norwegian unit, if we were to select them and look at their infantry, for example, this unit here has a value of 10 plus 5 with the troop carrier. Now, if we go back to this Marine unit, we can see that the Marines themselves cost 25, and then their troop transport costs another 1. So this would be a deployment cost of 26 total. So quite a bit more expensive. And we also have, we have better anti-tank weapons with this unit than we did with that Norwegian unit. Now, I believe this is a Marine unit. I will be able to deploy them right into the battle zone if I want to. Looks like we do not have tanks. We do have vehicles. This is a Centurion vehicle. Looks like it is an infantry support vehicle, though, where the gun is going to have HE power, not AP power, so it's going to be used more to attack lighter armored vehicles, or more specifically, infantry. We do have an anti-tank vehicle here and here as well. As a matter of fact, this one has pretty good range, so that's going to be pretty effective against the armor. My real fear here is this Guards tank regiment, as they have pretty good armor that we're going to have to try and contend with. This is also a more open map, so although this is a strong infantry force, it might be a little difficult, but with these anti-tank weapons, we'll have a little bit more luck. We do have helicopters, although they are only armed with anti-tank missiles. Again, that's good, but that means that the helicopter's not capable of really handling much else. And as far as planes, this one is going to be air superiority, so only anti-air, as is the Harrier as well. So we have 2 anti-air, so 8 of our 10 planes so far. And finally, we have a ground attacker, which is armed with 2 anti-tank missiles, it appears, with strong AP power. That's good, but unfortunately, there's only 2 of them, so we don't have a lot of ground support with our air power. But we have good air coverage otherwise, or good air defense, so that's good. So as I said, we're going to go ahead and deploy, and because these are Marines, we can deploy them anywhere along this western coast here. So I'm going to deploy them right into this combat line because we want to support our Norwegian brigade that has these 2 brigades against it. We do have a little bit of an advantage here, and this might actually be a good opportunity to maybe eliminate another unit. So I'm going to go ahead and set up this deployment. Now, I can cancel the deploy if I just go back into the deployment menu and I right-click on the unit in question. That'll give me back the points, and I can redeploy them if I want. But I'm going to go ahead with that. That does mean we won't have any options to do strikes, except for strikes that are going to be 0 cost. So, for example, the mine layer. Now, I'm a little bit confused exactly how the mine layer works. It does say enemy submarine activity in the targeted maritime area from this time to this time, so pretty much the whole day will be protected. Now, what the submarines do is they will prevent you from deploying from a sea zone. Now, it looks like our deployment is coming from this area here, so I would imagine that we would want to do our mines here to prevent the submarine action, but honestly, I would assume that we'd be coming from this sea region because that's where the coast is. So I'm not exactly 100% sure how you use this. I don't know if you use it from where the arrow's coming from, or if you use it from where the coastline is. I only have 2 of these, so I have to make up my mind and hopefully make the right decision here. Because I'm not sure, I'm going to go with where the arrow's coming from. This might be the wrong choice, but I'm going to go ahead and choose there. So we have our mines. So this is going to prevent them from using submarines against me. Again, the submarines are going to prevent me from landing the Marines here, which obviously what we want to be able to do because this is fairly important. The tank regiment here still has strong morale, but they are very weak in initiative. And if we look at this unit here, actually, I don't know if I can see their details. So let's just look. So we've got 6 morale, so we'll be equal there, but we have much more initiative, so we'll really be able to take advantage there. Okay, so that's going to be our deployment for now. Do we need anything else? We have other strike missions that don't cost us any points, for example, area recon. To be totally honest with you, I don't really feel like I need this. So the only unit I'd want at air recon would be here, possibly here, but we don't have anybody adjacent, so that wouldn't really matter. And I don't plan on doing an offensive operation here. It might be a cheeky thing to do because they do get most of their political points from this space. And if I were aggressive here, I might be able to attack and take it. But I suspect reinforcements would come in, and I don't know if that operation would work too well. Now, this unit has been given the opportunity to rest and get its initiative back up. So I'm going to go ahead and move it over to this zone here because it is worth points. We did have an engagement over here. I think I'd rather send the high morale unit over to Uppsala here. And we'll keep this unit in Stockholm and we'll R&R them because they still have fairly low morale. For right now, I'm going to keep this Panzer Brigade back because I want their initiative to be up a little bit before we use them. So I'm going to give them an R&R mission as well. That'll get them up to 6 morale and full initiative. That's pretty good. This unit I'll move up into reserve. I could also move them over into Oslo. Let's look around a little bit before. So this Panzer Brigade can cross over this way, as the map goes that way. I don't know if you can see the arrows. Let's see there are these lanes here. This is how you go from space to space. So we do have a lane that comes from this zone to this zone. Okay, so in this case, I think I'm going to move this unit here, because I would like to R&R them. This unit I'm going to R&R, even though they might be a little bit in trouble. We're going to R&R there as well. I don't think there's any penalties for R&Ring and then getting attacked. Okay, so you're going to cross over. So this is going to be our reserve to try and protect Oslo here. Again, I don't think the enemy can do a naval landing. Just as we could only naval land on the western coast, they should only be able to naval land on the eastern coast. So this unit, as much as I could move them into Oslo and protect it, I think I would rather have them up in a reserve. So I'm going to put them right here. Right now, my enemy only has really one option to attack me from this zone here. So they only have one unit that can attack this turn. They can either attack here or they can attack here. They could capture these zones here and here, but I don't have any units adjacent there, so they can't actually attack me. So until I move up in here, they don't really have anything they can do. And if they don't capture this zone and this zone, then I can just rest my unit here knowing that they're perfectly safe. So that's the move I'm going to try and do. Now, if they do a naval landing against Stockholm again, they'll probably prevent this move that I'm doing. Which unit am I moving here? A little bit confused on which unit I'm moving. The arrow is not very specific. I just make sure that I've got that correct. And you're going to R&R. Okay, I think I did that correctly. You're moving, you're R&R, you're moving up. I don't know exactly the extent of the coastal attack they can do. I don't know if Copenhagen stops them, so they can't actually attack here. But as this is a port, I think it's very important that I try and protect it. I mean, Oslo is as well, as is some of these other zones that I'm not protecting. But again, I don't think the enemy can do anything over there. All right, well, we've done all our setup. I believe we're good to go. I could R&R this guy. And again, I don't know if there's any penalty in being attacked. So why not? If they don't attack me, I get the morale up. Okay, so that's going to be it for the turn. Let's go ahead and send our orders and have everybody move. Let's zoom out so we can see what goes on. Okay, so we have the resuming of the battle from the previous day, and it looks like we're going to be against the low morale unit first. This is actually kind of bad for me because it's going to lower my initiative. so that when I'm fighting the tougher unit, I'm going to have less initiative. So we have more starting points because we have higher initiative, and they have to get more score. As a matter of fact, they have to get double score on me to win here. I actually have a very good chance of defeating this unit. And if I defeat them with the Marines coming in, I think they will be destroyed. So let's try this. So with this particular battle, I might be a little bit more aggressive. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of control here. So we only can put out 2 logistics vehicles. And I also have the threat of the enemy deploying really up in my face here with Charlie. So I could try and capture Gulf, but we know that they don't have a lot of points to use here. So they might lose some of these zones. So I'm going to start off with a more defensive posture. Again, our infantry is going to be our backbone with this particular unit, so that's what we're going to focus on. So I'm going to do 2 infantry units over here, and we'll do a little bit of anti-air over here as well, just to defend. Put the forward operating base right up against the woods here. As a matter of fact, I could put it inside the woods if I wanted to. The reason being is I feel like the heaviest fighting is going to happen along this line of trees, as we've seen in the past. Let's go ahead and move this unit back here a little bit safer. Now, if they don't hold this ground with units, then I can very quickly capture this end of the river with what I have, I think. But we'll have to see how that goes. Again, it's good to be able to control the ground first. So, again, we're going to go with some normal infantry, just as a little bit of a defensive line. So that they can't just go right along the roads and overrun me. Okay, so that's that. Then I would like some anti-tank missiles. We'll do a platoon here. And our tanks got pretty beat up in previous engagements, and I think I want to hold these guys off. I don't remember how good the tanks are, and maybe I should have checked that beforehand, how good the tanks are of this particular unit. We could go with a recon group here, so that we have a little bit better vision going on. Okay. I'm actually tempted. How about we move these guys? No, I want them near the forward operating base, so I'll put them there. We could do the recoilless rifles here. They're not that expensive. We put those right in there. They don't have great range, but if they try and come up this road, we can hit them. Kind of as a defensive measure. Okay. You know what? I am going to grab a tank platoon. I'll put it right in here. This way we have some offensive measure, but they're far enough from the front that they might not be taken out quite as quickly. And then just for some support here, I would like some anti-air in the area, so if they do try and attack me, we've got that going. And these are fairly cheap. As a matter of fact, I could buy one pretty quick here. I'm going to save my money for now, but I think this is going to be our game plan. So very minimal deployment over here. This is mostly just to defend this zone. It's going to take them a while to be able to move up here anyway, and if they don't hold these zones, they're going to be deploying clear back here. Now, they can still deploy units here, though, even though they don't control them, so I do have to keep that in mind. All right. That's, I think, good enough. Let's go ahead and get over here. It's going to be important to unload vehicles here first. Okay, so they did hold Charlie. They didn't hold anywhere else, though. Go ahead and unload here as well. Okay. Oh, and there we have some stuff happening. Let's go ahead and get our air power. Okay, we're going to go after their anti-air. We're going to get these vehicles out of there. And let's move these guys up a little bit. Okay, they still have anti-air in the area. See if we can hit that. Okay. So, unfortunately, we lost some of our infantry there. Not really sure what I'm doing with this, but I'm just going to move it over there for now. Okay, you need to go away. Let's get one of our... Unfortunately, I just lost that fighter. And we lost division. Okay. I'm just going to evac right now. So that was an unfortunate loss of a airplane there that we really didn't need to have happen. And we almost lost another one there too. So that anti-air is being a little bit of a problem. Let's just go ahead. We know where it is. Let's just attack right there. Okay, let's get in some support here. These mortars are fairly cheap. And we know that they are within range of what's going on there. Hopefully this lands. No, this guy moved. Okay, so we know it's over here now. They are moving around on me. That's, you know, not great. Okay, so... Fortunately, we haven't gotten a lot done right now. I am going to try and capture more points here. But I have to have infantry support before we do that. So, let's go ahead and start having some of these guys come out and see if we can control some of this area. We'll wait until we get enough points there. Okay, we should have it now. And then I'll get one of the vehicles out. Okay, let's just go ahead and guess that this guy's still over here somewhere. Oh, we're a little out of range. Oh, how bad was that? Quite a bit out of range. So maybe the mortars weren't the best choice. Okay. Well, let me take a look here with our tanks and just try and figure out where these guys have gone. And I'll grab another recon vehicle here. And we'll put it in here. Let's have these guys set up in this forest. See if we can figure this stuff out a little bit. They might be going for a beeline somewhere else. Okay, with the mortars, I'm just going to hold back until we get vision going. Oh, there we are. Okay, let's get our air power going. You need to unload so you don't get killed. Too late. Let's have you guys go in this woods. Let's have you guys just back off. I need more air power here. Let's hit this guy while we have vision of him. Okay, unload so we don't lose any infantry. Okay, we lost sight. Okay, you guys just back off. Alright, we can get this guy with the rockets. Alright, that was just not a wise idea. There we go. That's what I'm looking to get. Alright, hopefully we can get more air power in here. Take care of this. Okay, get these guys. Don't know where the anti-air is, but maybe we can figure it out. Let's get these guys over in these woods. Oh, and of course they move right before the bombs come in. Okay, let's hit them with this. Although I don't think that's going to be very effective. Okay, so I can't really expand in this direction. Oh, hello. Tanks are going to be alright. Let's put them over here in the woods. So they've recaptured this area. We might be able to get away with this, but we can see that they're being pretty aggressive with their posturing. Let's go ahead and open up on these guys because they're just staying still. Okay, let's hit them with the rockets. Alright, we've already lost a bunch of tanks. Okay, let's go after the anti-air, because I believe we just lost our air vehicle again. Okay, let's hit these guys. So this engagement hasn't gone particularly well. And I haven't been paying attention over here. Let's see what we can do over here. Unfortunately, these guys are moving around too much for me to be too effective against. I don't know where this guy thinks he's going. Okay, let's hit this. Okay. Okay, I think we hit the anti-air there. Alright, we'll keep doing strike missions here. As long as we're held like this. Fortunately, the planes are just not very good at hitting moving targets. So if they're moving, I'm just going to have to wait until this guy... Rockets can probably get him. So let's see if we can get him with the rockets. Let's go after these guys because they're semi-stationary. Okay, I think we got him. Okay. Alright, I've kind of lost sight of where the enemy is to a certain extent. Being attacked, but I don't know from where. Suspect the enemy's still over here. Could get a recon unit to help us spot, although they might just be killed. This guy appears to be still getting attacked, so let's try and back him off. Fortunately, I lost a lot of my air power. Okay. Let's see if we can get something going here. So I'm going to grab some infantry. And we'll see if we can capture this area. And then we'll send a logistics vehicle out. Because right now, it's really hard to do an offensive until we get a little bit more ground here. If we can get more ground, then it will help out for the attack for the Royal Marines. Being stuck in here like this isn't really helping. The enemy can't hold down every area. I somewhat expect them to still have stuff in here, and we can actually hit this area. Just to be sure. Except these guys are not dropping their bombs for whatever reason. Alright, I'll just get out of there so we don't have them get shot down unnecessarily. Okay, we've got action. Starfighters available. Hopefully we can get them in there before... Okay, we got them stunned. Drop as many bombs as we can. If these guys are already dead by the time the others come in, that's fine. We're just going to drop as many bombs as we can. Till these guys are dead, because they're the only enemy we can see. Okay, how are we doing over here? Looks like we're doing okay. I'm going to go ahead and grab a logistics vehicle then, and have them park in some wooded area. Okay. We're able to drop those bombs. You're still in the area for some reason. Oops. Cancel. Back. Okay, let's hit them with rockets again. They're routing. They were hitting them with anti-tank stuff. Fortunately not the most accurate. And we're probably out of missiles as well. Alright, we've got the Starfighter ready to drop cluster bombs. And we've got this guy coming in. We can try and strike. We should probably move the mortars back a little bit. Okay, there we go. Oh. Anti-air. We'll drop some bombs in that area. Hopefully they actually drop the bombs. Or they don't. Drives me mad. Okay, well, we know where it is. Somewhere over here. Okay, I see him now. Okay, we've got more action over here. Okay, this guy maybe got away. This guy's just sitting there, so let's hit him. Why are we not dropping the bombs? It's driving me crazy. Enemy's right there, dude. Drop bombs. There we go. It's like they need to swing around and do it from a weird angle for some reason. Okay. Go ahead and have some shells dropped on this guy. Okay. These guys are starting to move. Let's hit this guy with our Starfighter. Okay, they're going to drop smoke, which will make us lose vision. We've got some more T-72s coming out. Get some vehicles over here that are of the anti-tank variety. Put them right in along here. Okay, we're going to get overrun here pretty soon, so I'm going to start getting our recon vehicle out. Alright, well, I don't know what you're up to. Just get out of there. Yeah, I don't think this recon vehicle is going to make it, but we're going to try. Okay, we're waiting for the air power to come back. Let's see if we can get the bombs to actually drop this time. Oh, no. Picked it up. I mean, I seriously don't know why they're not dropping their bombs. It's driving me so crazy. And this should be a vehicle that... There we go. There's the bombs. Okay. Let's hit these guys as they're stationary. Try and hit these guys as they're trying to come in and overrun. Got our anti-tank missiles firing away. I mean, these are expensive tanks we're taking out. If we can take more of them out... Fortunately, we're not getting the most accurate fire here. Get a logistics vehicle in here. So we can rearm. And... see what we've got. Do a couple more of these guys. Put them over there. Okay, we're waiting on air power, which fortunately we don't have available yet. We can get some more support going though. These can hit practically across the map, so let's get those in here. Looks like we are going to have... Now please drop your bombs this time. There we go. All I'm asking. Okay, the last one in here isn't going to have a mission. Just to get him out of there. Okay, we're really close to getting... Oop. There we go. Get them targeted back on. If we take this last tank out, we'll be really close to getting our objective. And in that case, I am tempted to get another tank platoon out here. It's going to be our main means of Okay, let's keep hitting them with the bombs. Our anti-tank missiles firing away. Okay, we managed to get them anyway. Okay, so now we only need 75 points. So we got to find the enemy enough to be able to do that. I'm going to get my mortars firing here. Where are they? There you are. And I'm just going to guess on where the enemy is in this case. And you guys can help out. Oh, these are the tanks. There you are. Fire over here somewhere. I don't care. Okay, tanks coming. Alright, I see where they are. To a certain extent. We're going to be firing into that area. Okay, we've got action over here. This is what we're looking for. So, let's get this helicopter taken out. And where's the tanks? There they are. And some other things here. We get these bombs dropped. Should be all we need. There we go. So that was a little bit more of a drag-out fight, but we managed to get it. I lost a lot of my air power, unfortunately. Maybe not the best use of my forces there, but we got the victory we needed. So let's see what the result of that is going to be. Okay, so we're going to drop them down to routed. Now, I believe as the commando brigade comes in, they're going to, because this unit can't route, they're going to initiate a combat, and this unit will be destroyed automatically. I think that's how it works. It might not, and they might just route. Either way, this is really good for me. And as we can see here, we get even more morale for this unit, which is going to help us quite a bit in the next fight. Which is going to be against... Oh, okay, so it's going to be the Commando Brigade against their armor regiment first. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. In any case, we'll pick that up in the next video. So in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.